that is where we are. So, there is across from the party, across from you guys on the opposite side of the concentric platforms with the fountains, this massive portal, a blue light, like kind of glowing out from behind it, blinding white in the center, but you can see like butterflies fluttering out in this huge cloud, scattering into the four winds, and they don't seem to be affected whatsoever by the time delay, the time distortion effect. The beautiful elven maiden Ithis says, "Please, this way," and leads you to the platform on the northwest. She like gestures to the large fountain, giving out this gorgeous like golden light water that gently streams out. She says, "Drink from this, and you may enter our home."
Drink. Take the drink action.
Yeah, so you reach down, take up a cup full of the water, and it is the most refreshing and cool and clean water that you have ever tasted in your life. You any ill effects that you might have been feeling like purge themselves from your body, and though detached you are from your body given your condition, you certainly do feel as if everything is starting to like get warmer and better around you. The portal, from your point of view, is starting to take on like a golden glow, and another cloud of butterflies flies out.
Well, Zorn's a little hesitant to drink this water, considering he doesn't know anything about this goddess or this whole religion and whatnot. Is it absolutely necessary that I partake in this beverage?
Ethis says, "You will find that you will be unable to enter our house should you elect not to partake in the waters."
Very well. I take a sip and then I hand the cup to Darvin.
He takes a drink after you, and Umak basically just plunged his snoot into the water and started lapping up the golden liquid. She gestures towards the large portal and says, "Please, if you will follow me this way."
I'll follow.
Through the portal she leads you, and I'm pulling up another image. It is called Lakeside Cottage.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit there.
I'm sorry, I was saying I put up another image, and it is called Lakeside Cottage. So, through the portal you go, and on the opposite end you arrive at a beautiful, idyllic little house on the lake. This lake that you now see yourselves on is this massive expanse with like the bluest, most crystal waters you've ever seen, humming and singing multiple voices at once. This intricate, overlapped song in ancient Sylvan. The atmosphere of everything just feels like it's turned up to 11. The trees aren't necessarily what you're used to seeing as just like these stalks of wood and then blooms of green at the top. They are these deeply rooted, massive structures of wood with the clouds of green that block out the sun overneath, or overhead. The waters aren't just beautiful and crystal clear waters. They actually like the sound of the very waves lapping at the shore seems to send chills up and down your spine that quickly cool and warm with the atmosphere of the house. And she, meaning Ethis, opens the door for all of you to come inside. And you all find yourselves in the loftiest of abodes you've probably ever been in. Everything around here is of the highest quality. It seems like it was made from nothing but the finest of materials. The rugs are so soft on your feet, and the couches are made from something that like sinks, or that like your hand sinks into when you reach out to feel it. Old books line the walls. None of the titles are easy to make out, but there is a couple of novels that are in Elven. Once you have all made your way inside, she closes the door behind you and says, "Welcome. I trust this will suffice."
I will certainly say it is quite nicer than our current abode.
Yeah, it feels like a different world.
She smiles but says nothing.
So is this the part where she tries to seduce us, or
Is that what Zarn says?
are you trying to seduce us, madam?
She says, "Heavens no. I am simply here to welcome you to our house."
Of course. I merely jest.
One moment. She walks over to a bookshelf on the side of the room, and you can see like a small box. She opens it and withdraws something from it. She walks up to Kanan and extends out in both of her hands this beautiful moonstone and malachite brooch in the form of like a swan that is like wrapped around itself. And
Setting out again.
she offers Kanan a brooch that is made of moonstone and adorned with malachite, and it is in the form of a swan. She extends it in two outstretched hands and awaits for her to take it.
I take it to outstretched hands too.
She bows when you place your hands upon it, and you can feel this like tingle in your hands when you pick it up. She smiles and says, "While you wear this, you may simply speak the word signet. This will summon an agent of ours to aid you. If you do so, you must return it to me, and then I can recharge it for you."
Nice.
It also denotes to any that you would come across in the city that you are under our house's protection. And to inflict harm upon you would be to inflict harm upon us.
Good to know.
Is there anything else I can get for you?
We require information.
If I am permitted to speak, I will.
We were attacked on our first night here. Do you perchance know about the attack?
We have a common enemy, it appears.
I give Zarn a look.
What do you suggest?
There's something fishy's going on.
It would certainly seem so.
She's still there to answer any questions you might have.
I tell her it seems like we're pieces on a chessboard.
She nods and says, "Indeed, we are all pieces in some greater game."
Uh, does she know the the whereabouts of these assassins?
I couldn't say.
Can I explore the building?
Yeah. What are you looking for in particular?
I look for treasure.
There wouldn't necessarily be anything here that would be considered treasure. They certainly don't have any like coinage or finery just like lying around to be taken. Although everything here is of the highest quality that could be possible, of course. That being said, there's food of all kinds that you might need, though just about all of it is vegetarian. Um, there are books that are written in a language that you don't understand. There are a couple of elven novels, but for treasure, they certainly don't have to, or they certainly don't seem to have any gold or anything just lying around.
They got anything to drink?
Absolutely. She goes and fetches you a drink. She opens the door to the dining room and says, "You will find a meal laid out for all of you should you so need it. Indeed, you will find just about everything you need here well taken care of."
Well, I'm pretty sure being a snake person, Zarn is not particularly keen on any vegetarian food, so he's gonna try and find what meat or animal products they might have.
They do not seem to have any.
Well, Umak, seems that our dietary needs were not taken into account.
Ethis says, "Should you have need of game, you will find it in abundance here."
I look over at Umak. You feel like a sporting hunt?
He snorts an affirmation.
Alright, well, I think me and the crocodile are gonna go get us some grub.
All right. So our reptilian, I guess, party members make to leave the cabin, and Ethis says, "Make sure, however, that you kill no swans."
As you wish.
Kanan, is there anything I can do for you before I retire?
So you guys are like an orc, swan people.
You're asking her if there's more swan people?
No, I was asking if they're an order, kind of like the Raven Queen.
None quite as auspicious as your queen. We have never held such power as she once did, though we do remember her and recognize her for what she was. We still believe that she may become such again. What's up?
Yeah, I'll eat these grapes outside.
You find the atmosphere warm and peaceful, and the sound of birds chirping sends your heart soaring. I don't know if that's something that Kanan would find sickening or not, but that's certainly what's happening.
Usually she doesn't have feelings unless Umak's involved.
Yeah. So the fact that all of this is like kind of pulling at whatever heartstrings Kanan has is probably having a bit less of an effect on her. Uh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. So after a while, Umak and Zarn return. What did you guys go searching for?
I'm thinking some fairly big game, maybe a wild boar.
Yeah, so you guys return with a huge 400-pound boar slung over Umak's shoulder. Its head has been severed by a swing of your axe, or his axe and your sword in unison. And he's also holding the head, just kind of swinging it back and forth like a child. The wound is mostly cauterized, but at the end it's still a little bit bloody, and so he's just slinging droplets and rivulets of blood all over the place. He's kind of humming to himself the song that the lake is singing. When you arrive, he sets about butchering it out back, and yeah, is there anything else that you guys do for the day?
Probably not. And I slap Umak on the back and say, "Good show, fellow." And go inside.
He is happy to have his work cut out for him. He skins and guts the boar, sets about cutting out the meat for cooking, and he eats some of it raw himself because he's just so hungry. He literally can't wait. And then in a few hours, enough of the meat has been cooked for a hearty meal for another meal for Umak, and then Darvin, and of course Zarn.
Much better than that. Food that our food eats.
Umak is pleased with himself as well, and Darvin seems to be quite happy to have some fresh game to eat.
Alright, well, I think Sarn will retire for the evening.
All right. So the night sets in, and it gets very dark, but the stars above are glittering and gorgeous. The most beautiful painted aurora unrolls across the sky, shifting in a rainbow of hues in all different colors. The actual like singing in the lake seems to change songs once the sun has completely set, and once that has happened, the song starts lulling you off to a dreamful and restful sleep. All right, Kanan, anything?
Yeah, I'll go take a nap on the couch.
All right, you make your way to. I don't know if you guys can see everything, but there's like tons of beds and stuff. But um,
Yeah, Sarn would have gone and slept on one of the beds.
okay, move Zarn here. We'll move Darvin here, and we'll move Umak here. Yay! Yeah, so you make a slumber for yourselves, and I think we're gonna go to our break right now. I use the bathroom really bad. I'm not gonna mess with any of my settings because I don't want it to be stupid when I come back. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then yeah, thanks guys. Be right back.
I'm here.
And we're back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us during that little break. Okay, so we see our party the next morning leaving from their idyllic Lakeside Cottage, and we go back to the Court of Exiles, where, upon leaving the portal, after but a couple of moments, we see another group leaving, and from it is a number of elves, half-elves, and humans, about 4 of them in total, and then one in, who seems to be the leader of them all. He has this dragon crest brooch that's like clasping his armor together on his chest. He is a drow with long white hair and beautiful red eyes. He is exceptionally beautiful, except for a scar that cuts down diagonally across his face. And he carries on him his tools of the trade, being some various poisons and hand crossbows. He has a couple of short swords and a rapier, and quite armed to the teeth.
Salutations.
The drow finishes what he was saying to one of his subordinates and smiles and steps forward and says, "And to you as well. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?"
I am Zarn, and this is my page, Jarvin.
He looks to you, Kanan.
I'm Kanan, and this is Umak, my son.
He smiles and bows and says, "I have many names, but you may call me Debbie."
Surely you can't be serious.
He looks kind of taken aback. "I beg your pardon?"
Zarn's doing his best not to laugh. Debbie.
"I'll have you know this name was given to me."
If you say so.
"By someone far superior in status and stature than yourself, I might add." He looks quite offended.
Well, my apologies, Debbie.
"How may I help you, other than the ridicule of my name?"
Sorry. Zarn's big mouth keeps getting him in trouble. Just curious what you and your party are doing here.
"I could ask you the same thing."
Well, we were invited, apparently.
"As were we."
I look over at Kanan. These are really more of your people than my people. I'd take a step back.
Kanan glares at Debbie and walks away.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I guess Zarn will follow after.
Okay. So you leave Debbie and his group, and you can see that the sun is in the same spot you left it.
What was that all about, Kanan? Do you know that man? Drow?
No idea. But he didn't even acknowledge Umak.
The bastard. Only a drow named Debbie could have such ill manners.
All right, so what do y'all do?
Uh, I mean, we can leave here, right?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what else to do here. Unless you have any ideas, Jihan?
We for Vincent.
Yeah.
We gotta find this guy.
Down for that.
Across the bridge you walk, leaving the Court of Exiles, and you find that once you pass across to the shore, the sun has completely set and the bridge is entirely disappeared behind you. Back up to the Blackwood map. All right. So, you are going to have the Kenku go to sell the helmet while you guys seek out Vincent. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's
Did,
go.
did we get info? Oh,
What were you gonna ask me, buddy?
did we get information from the Kenku?
The Ken,
Vincent.
the Kenku told you that he spends his time in a casino, gambling. He's kind of like a known gambler.
Haha, that is my expertise, I say, and pull out my deck of cards. Can we do an investigation check to look for a casino?
Yeah. So we can go ahead and roll the Kenku selling the helmet if you want, or trying to find a buyer for you rather, not actually selling the helmet because you kept the helmet.
Yeah, we might as well do that first.
D20.
D20. And you can use your persuasion modifier to it.
Oh, crap. Persuasion. Persuasion.
Excuse me. All right, an 11. Okay, so that's going to take a week. And now you're searching for the casino, which is also going to take a week.
Alright, I got a 17 on my investigation roll.
Okay. All right, so the first thing that you notice after your day searching the city, asking around for casinos and being told by just about everybody that you ask that they either don't know what you're talking about, that only fools and cheats hang out in gambling dens, and that you should probably go to the Temple District and seek help. You find that the only time that you can access the Court of Exiles is during the hours of dusk, which is a bit tricky to navigate at first, but I imagine that the party would probably just adapt. And that any time that you spend in the casino, or excuse me, not in the casino, in the Court of Exiles, it seems that upon your return, time has not passed whatsoever. So you came back on the same day.
Time is quite interesting here.
Oh, it's still nighttime.
It is, yeah. It's night of the same day that you left.
Where's that Debbie Downer of a drow?
You don't see him anywhere. He went his separate ways once you guys crossed the bridge. He left a little bit after you, and then you begin walking towards the towards Silverleaf, and he didn't go in the same direction.
You see.
Does Kanan recall any gambling dens?
Give me a history check.
History. Most inside.
He's got the same roll twice. That's funny. So you know that there's a couple of gambling dens. Most of them are in Soma, and not necessarily in the nicer parts either.
That's near the city gate.
No, it's actually a bit nicer near the city gate. It would be more towards the city center. Soma is the entire city center. So you know how like the Great Bazaar is that section, but like Silverleaf is a neighborhood? Soma is that section, but then like Acacian Estates, Copperleaf, the Oldwood, those are, and then like Commons Quarter, the Wards, and Green Thumb, those are the neighborhoods. Soma's the district, the rest are the neighborhoods. And there's 3 neighborhoods in which it could be that the casino is.
We head to Soma.
What's up? What's up?
I think you said
Oh,
let's. Oh, go
yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, we can go to Soma.
Okay, so you start searching around Soma, and what was the roll?
My investigation roll,
Yes.
17.
17. Okay. So after about a week's worth of searching and getting used to navigating the effects of the time dilation that you spend within the exile court, after a couple of days, you noticed that it felt like you were being followed. Whenever you turn around to try to confront anybody, there would be absolutely no one there. You might set like an ambush to spring on someone, and you'd find that you just spent 10, 15 minutes in an alley for no reason. After about a week's worth of searching, you finally hear tell of a couple of casinos. The one that sounds the most promising to you came by way of a bartender down in the wards. He said that a couple streets over in like a hidden double back alley, there's this real underground place, much bigger on the inside, but he hears that the people that start going there never stop until suddenly they're just gone.
Quite suspicious. Let's go at once.
All right. At the same day that you receive that information, you would be told by your Kenku friend that they found a buyer for you. Small goblin-oid creature, wears some kind of special black armor. Doesn't make any sound when he moves, and he's got this like kind of crusty, flaky skin.
That's how much you want it for.
I don't know what you just said.
Oh, I asked him how much he wants to buy it for.
The Kenku didn't say. They said that they established a meeting time for you.
Oh, okay. I tell her good work.
She graciously accepts the compliment.
Can I give her another task?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want her to do?
I look for a hideout, like a place of business we can use.
She kind of thinks for a moment, puts a feathery claw, taps on her chin, and goes, "Well, there's a couple of options. Merely, it's going to kind of depend on what it is that you want. I mean, we could strong arm or buy out a local business, and I mean, then we would be able to do whatever we needed on the underside of it. We could try to find some place that might have been used for something like what you have in mind before and renovate it to our purposes, or we could just start from scratch, go completely legit on the surface, get all the licensees and stuff that we need, and again, just run the seedy underbelly part of it however we need. It's gonna be kind of up to you."
I like the idea of having a storefront.
Sell pickles.
Sell whatever we want, really. As long as we keep everything above board, we can turn a tidy profit when we do it.
Perhaps we should look into buying out a failing business.
She nods her head. Yeah, that might be a place to start.
I think that's unless Kanan has any other ideas, probably good, like you said, place to start.
Yeah.
She goes, "Before I leave, if it's a failing business and suddenly they have a lot of money coming in, that's going to raise some eyebrows."
We will put a sign in the window that says, "Under new management."
Right, but if there's still not any customers...
Well, we'll figure that part out. We can hire
Yeah, we
people
can make
to shop there.
we can make Coca-Cola or like some Krispy Kreme donuts.
Tacos.
So mechanically, what I'm trying to explain to you guys is that you have three options. You can try to take over a local business by crook or by, whatever. You could try to find an old abandoned location that might suit your purposes. That would be a little bit less risk because you wouldn't have to try to, connive somebody into anything. It would just cost about half of the expense. And then you could just outright purchase a storefront in town, which that would cost the full amount.
What's the full amount?
6,000.
Well, that's out of my price range right now.
We can sell the helmet for about that much, right?
The Kenku says they didn't negotiate prices with me. They just said that they were interested in what we have.
Well, when we sell it, we could probably figure it out then.
Yeah, sell it first and see how much gold we'll have to work with.
All right. Well, the meeting's for tomorrow. We're supposed to be meeting them in an old abandoned warehouse down in the Commons Quarter.
Okay, let's just use the old abandoned warehouse. We'll kill two birds with one stone. No offense, madam, of course.
She goes, I already scoped the place out. You don't want a place like that. It's literally falling apart. It's not got a solid foundation. It's going to fall any day.
Well then. Oh, go ahead.
Let's hope we don't lose all our gold gambling.
I can make no promises.
All right. So what do you guys do for y'all rest, take a long rest for the evening, and then
Well, I thought we were gonna check out the gambling hall.
are you going to do that before you do the gold trade or not? Because you're giving me conflicting information.
Well, I thought the gold trade was tomorrow.
Yes.
So we could check out the casino tonight when it's hustling and bustling, and then go sell the crown tomorrow.
That is not what you said earlier. Is that what we're doing?
Oh, I don't know. That was
Yeah, we
just-
could do that. Yeah, we could do that.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
New map, the River Casino.
Now this is my kind of establishment.
So you approach down a dark alley. It comes to a T shape, and you follow the lead and head to the right down the narrow. Well, it's not that narrow. The wide corridor to a small, unsuspecting business front. It looks like it might just be a house of some sort, or maybe a large shop. There are two men standing outside, big, burly, wearing chainmail. Both of them have glaives, and one of them steps forward and says, puts his hand up. Hey, who are you?
I am Sir Zarn of the Yuanti, and I am here to regrettably probably lose a good deal of my fortune, but have fun in the meantime.
He takes out a scroll, opens it. You're not on the list, and closes it.
Oh, but I think I am. And I'd like to roll an intimidation check. If I might.
Okay. What's your total?
Sorry, stepped on my computer and took me out of everything. $21.
So what do you do to intimidate him?
I'm wearing my plate mail, which I had Darvin polished earlier, so I'm looking fine. And what kind of guy is this that I'm talking to?
He's a human. He's got a bald head and tattoos on his face.
Okay, so yeah, I'm probably taller than him. So I'm an elf. I'm like 6'4", or not an elf. I'm a Yuanti, but I'm a tall Yuanti, like 6'4". I my snake eyes flash at him, and I like straighten up, so I'm like towering over him, and I go, I think you might want to check that list again, as my hand hovers on my dagger.
He looks you up and down and says, "Huh, I like the cut of your jib. What say 500 gold? We let you in a night."
Surely you jest, sir. How about 5?
100. Yep. You'll get the same amount in chips.
Very well. I give him 500 gold.
Oh, no. Right this way. He opens the door. And, yeah, so you can click on There's a little thing. I'm going to have to pull it up on my end. And it goes... I'm not exactly sure how to use it yet because I haven't done it exactly. But, whoop. Oops. No, that's not right. Oop. How do I do this? How do I do this? Frick! I do not understand. Okay, well, I guess I can't do it until I figure out how it works. You have the door opened for you, and as you make your way inside, you come to a small cage area. There is an attendant who takes your money. She is a tiefling, very, very beautiful, wearing some kind of revealing clothing, and smiles as she takes your coin and exchanges it for chips. The door then next to that one is opened as well, and you find yourselves in here. And you should be able to now see enough. I don't know what you can see on your end, Jihan. I don't know if it's revealing the whole thing to you or not.
On the map,
Yeah.
I just see some tables and stuff.
So it is cutting off part of your view?
No, I see everything.
God damn it. I don't understand. I don't understand.
I see some tables. There's tables everywhere.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So the interior of the casino is, there are sensors placed about, drifting this thick white-gray smoke that pools about on the feet and slowly drifts over the floor. You can feel your body get warmer as you breathe it in, and it's got this relaxing effect that you can feel tingling down your nervous system. What do you guys do?
Zarn's gonna look around for the card table, because that's what he's proficient at.
So there are a few of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the card tables around. They are down on the actual casino floor themselves. There are 2 lounge areas on the north and southern side of the casino floor. The bar is, there's 2 of them, and they sit along the wall that you entered onto the casino floor itself. There are 2 roulette tables in the middle, and then 4 craps tables on either side of the casino floor itself. There are 2 large brass statues which stand affixed and staring at one another, their eyes glowing red, and then another 2 going north to south. Their eyes do not shine. So we see Zarn approach the closest cards table.
Which one appears to have the most wealthy-looking people at it?
So the first thing that you would notice is that nobody in here seems wealthy whatsoever. The staff and the people who are going about their business are certainly, they're certainly well dressed, and they look quite presentable. But the people themselves gambling away seems to be mostly commoners.
Alright, well then let's take the opposite approach. Which one seems to be the most run-down group?
I would say probably that would kind of depend on your version of rundown. There's people at every table that are in various states of poverty, certainly.
Okay, are there any attractive people here?
Sure. Mostly the staff, but I imagine that there would be some gamblers that would be attractive.
I'll find one of those tables and head over there.
All right. So you sit at the table next to the fountain, which pools nice behind you. Darwin stands next to you to watch. And there is a tiefling himbo dealing out cards. They finish their round of blackjack, and he shuffles the deck and asks, "Shall I deal you in?"
Certainly.
He puts some cards out on the table, and you begin playing your cards. Go ahead and roll proficiency check. And how much do you wager? The minimum is 5 gold.
I'll start with the minimum for the first round. I'm proficient in cards, so how would I do that roll?
You add your proficiency bonus to the d20 roll. So you go about the hand, and you find that you are just given a shit hand.
Last. Who am I sitting next to?
There is a commoner woman who is sitting next to you who looks like she might have been really pretty at one point in her life, but the years have not been kind to her, and upon closer investigation, you can see that she's actually missing an eye. The guy sitting directly to your right is a rather older gentleman, and you can see that he's got like a ring on his finger that seems to have like a ruby set in, but his clothes are like kind of drab and uninteresting. And then on the opposite side of him, you can see another man, much younger, who's missing not only an eye but also a hand, and he's kind of just like staring so intently at every single hand that is passed out.
How goes your luck this evening, sir? I say to the old gentleman with the ring.
He goes, "Luck! Ugh. Luck's the same as always. Shit!" As he slides the chips that he just lost over to the dealer.
Indeed, I say as I also slide my chips over. But I can't imagine that bad fortune has always followed you. That is quite the piece of jewelry you have on your hand.
He looks down at it and then looks up at you miserly and goes, "Yes, it is."
I'm gonna try and deceive him a little bit and tell him that I'm actually a collector of fine items, and I'm curious of the origin of his ring.
He says, "It was given to me by my father. It's our family ring."
An heirloom, I see.
Aye.
Can I roll an insight check to get a feel if this guy is, like, honest or not?
Absolutely.
We are at a gambling table, after all. Ooh, 23.
He's definitely shooting straight with you, yeah. When you asked about the ring, he looked at you like, "Is this guy gonna try to take my ring?" Like, you can tell that he thinks it's very precious. It's something he values very clearly.
Okay. I want to make sure that this guy's legit, not, a bit suspicious to see someone so shabby wearing nice jewelry. I guess I'll just continue to play my next hand while, you want to see what Kanan's up to.
Sure. Before we cut to Kanan, as you're playing out the next hand, you're like kind of keeping an eye on the old man with that insight check, and you notice that his bearing is of someone very different than the young man next to him and the young woman next to you, as if he was raised differently. Kanan, what are you doing? All right, which one do you want to go to?
Let me see. Is this me? No. How do I grab? Oh, there it is. Right here.
All right, you make it. Go ahead.
I was gonna. I ask or look around for Vincent.
So you ask around or you look around for him?
No. As I walk to the bar, I'll look around.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Perception.
Oh no.
It's kind of cloudy and foggy in here, and there's walls. There's supposed to be walls that actually function and block line of sight to where it's actually like hard to see down into the casino room floor unless you're actually in it. So it's a bit hard to see anything from the angle that you're at. But yeah, you approach the bar, and the tiefling bartender smiles, pearly white teeth behind crimson red lips, and says, "What'll it be?"
What is that stuff called? The wine.
We have plenty of wine. What kind can I get for you?
They have the grape wine.
Certainly. She pours you. She uncorks a bottle and pours a glass for you, and then puts the goblet on the bar in front of you.
I thank her and I ask, seen Vincent around?
No, I don't think I have.
And I give her a short stare and pull out a coin and ask if it'll change her mind.
She goes, "Oh, it takes a lot more than that."
I use persuasion.
What do you say to her?
I say, he's a long lost relative. And then I pull out a few more coins.
All right, roll persuasion. Ooh, yeah. She takes the coins. How much do you give her?
5.
Okay. She takes the
5 gold.
Okay. She takes the coinage from you and makes sure that nobody's looking, and pockets it and goes, "He'll be on the floor. Cards are his game."
Okay. Thank you.
Pleasure's all mine. Enjoy your stay at the river.
I'm gonna make my way down to where Zarn is.
Okay. You find Zarn. Go ahead and roll your proficiency for this. How much do you bet on it first?
Hoping my luck will turn, and I'm gonna go ahead and bet 10 gold this time.
Okay.
Uh, 13?
Unfortunately, as you approach, Zarn is losing yet another hand and another 10 gold worth of chips.
I think this table is unlucky. Come, Darvin. Oh, Kaden. Would you care to join us at a different table?
I tell her. I tell him. I thought you were good at this.
So did I, apparently.
So what do y'all do?
I'm gonna go.
I look.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna look around for Vincent. I tell Zarn he should be around here.
Give me perception checks, guys. Actually, Zarn wouldn't know what Vincent looks like. So, Kanan.
Yeah. Perception.
All right. So, looking around and peering through the thick haze, you can see a man who looks quite similar to the Vincent that you knew a few months ago when you were sent on that wild goose chase that you thought you were going to be killed on. That he intended on you being killed on. However, he is missing an eye. He stands in this corner over here. I shouldn't say stands. He sits at the table playing cards. Sorry.
I let Zarn know he should play at that table.
Would like to go sit next to Vincent if there's a free seat.
You do find that there is one, and you sit down next to the human. Vincent is doesn't even like notice when you sit down, and is just like drumming his hands over the cards while the hand goes. When it turns out that he loses, he kind of just without thinking flicks the chips towards the dealer.
Well, let's see if this table bears more luck. I say loudly as I slap 20 gold coin on the table and kind of draw a little attention to myself.
Okay.
You've got to be kidding me. I rolled another 13.
You lose another 20 gold in chips.
Last, I say loudly.
Vincent like slowly like his head like slowly turns towards you and then just like goes back down to the table. His fingers still drumming. Kanan, what are you doing while this is happening? What were you doing while they were playing that handout?
Sticking to the entrance. I pull my cloak over. I'll wait for him to leave.
Okay. Zarn.
I am going to put 10 gold on the table this time. And I'm going to very nonchalantly pull out the dagger with the insignia on it and just kind of like twirl it around in my hands like I'm almost like it's just like a nervous habit type thing.
You feel a brusque like elbow hit you in the back, and another bald, tattooed-faced man says, "Hey, put that away."
Oh, my apologies. Nervous habit.
When you stow it, he steps back to the other side. I guess I should probably put the security actually like on the board.
Did Vincent look over at all during that time?
No.
What's a lad got to do to get a guy's attention around here? I'm just gonna go ahead and roll and see how this hand turns out. Oh my gosh. I got a 9.
You lose more gold. It is at about this time that Kanan, you are approached by man. He is a human. He has a very well-tailored suit that is black with these red, like wavy designs that flow in like very intricate patterns and coil around at different spots on the suit.
You're
He
cutting out, Derek.
what did y'all not hear?
It's like after the design of the clothing.
Oh, I don't think I said too much after that. Yeah, he approaches you, Kanan. Um, he's got like kind of that Rowan Atkinson appearance, and as he walks up, the clicking of his heels on the stone floor kind of echo.
It's happening again. It just like keeps cutting out where it's not like picking up your audio at all.
That's annoying. Is that happening for you too, Jihan?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I think it's like when you turn your head away from the mic.
Oh, jeez. Try to fix it. Okay, so he has kind of like a Rowan Atkinson appearance, and as he steps towards you, the echoes of his footsteps resound throughout the entirety of the casino. He says, "Welcome. I trust you are finding everything to your liking."
That's great.
Is there anything I can get you?
No, I'm just waiting for a friend.
Ah, well, if there's anything I can do, please, I am the floor man. And he bows, like, kind of deeply at you. And he goes, and you must be Kanan, if I'm not mistaken. And he smiles. Kind of an impish grin.
I asked him how he knows of me.
It is of my organization's utmost importance that I know everyone who walks through our doors.
Is that so?
Indeed, indeed, I believe that we have been expecting you, even.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah. What are you inciting? What are you trying to incite from him?
If he's bad news or not.
Okay. Nice. This man, when he approaches you, you first noticed it. He smells of sulfur and brimstone. As if there's some kind of force that is like shielding him from his true appearance from everyone else. You can like feel this heat that pours off of him. He is basically sizing you up.
Can I do a Arcana check on it?
Yeah. So he's got some strange like tattooing over his eyes that ends in these like long like kind of wingtips, and he definitely has some kind of arcane force emanating from the rod that or the cane that he walks with. Definitely, yeah. What he is, you're not sure.
Ask him, who are you?
We go back over to Zarn. Zarn, go ahead and wager.
Alright. Let's do this. One last big stand. I put 50 gold down on the table.
Okay.
Make a big show about it. Finally, 20.
20. So you are just given a great hand. You get a blackjack and an ace, and the dealer, a tiefling woman this time, smiles at you and says, "Congratulations, blackjack! Look at that, a jack and an ace. My goodness."
What that is.
My goodness. It does appear that you've certainly hit the jackpot this evening.
It believes I have. And what is my reward, fair lady?
She goes, "You win the pot. All of the earnings, or all of the losses of the people around you. Well done, well done." And she hands over like a rather large number of chips and slides them over to you. It's about 300 gold worth by your calculations.
You see that, Tarvin? Luck always changes. Doesn't it, sir? I say in Vincent's direction.
He's finally paid attention to what's going on since you've won, and when all of the chips that were once his are given over to you, he just kind of like looks down in dismay and goes, "Oh no." And we can hear his chair like as he pushes it back and gets up from the table and like unsteadily, without even pushing it back in, begins walking towards the door.
Well, Darvin, let's go buy a drink with our new winnings. I quickly grab my bag and of money and or chips and start heading towards the direction that Vincent was walking in.
Okay. So we come back over to Kanan, and the floorman says, "I cannot believe you would ask such a question. How uncouth. Well, I believe that you will find that your quarry's game has ended. He is free to leave, and you with him." And he turns on his heel and makes to walk away.
Some strange man.
He goes about his business, chatting with some of the patrons, ordering drinks for them, and it is at this point that you see Vincent staggering into the double door, over to the double doors, and beginning to make his way out.
I'll follow.
All right. So I assume everybody follows, and out into the night we go. I am doing another map, Blackwood Alley scene.
It's spooky out here.
So Vincent begins walking off down the alley. The security sees you guys leave and say, "Come back anytime," after you get your coinage changed out. What do you guys do?
A peace sign. And if I follow Vincent.
Okay. So, how far do y'all follow Vincent?
Can I go up in stealth?
Yes.
Or
Darvin and I will hang back because we are not stealthy boys.
Okay.
No.
All right. So you stealthily make your way up behind him, or what do you do?
I'm gonna try to knock him out, carrying him away.
All right. Give me an attack roll with advantage.
Aggro. That'll be action.
Yep. You hit him. Roll damage. You clobber him over the head, and he crumples into a heap, slamming into the barrels and falling down. It is just then that you can hear the sound of footsteps coming down from either side of the alleyway. And this deep, whispering voice that still seems loud as a shout says, "Come out."
Perception check, see where it came from.
You can hear that it came from the left side, which would be the north.
Do we fully?
What's that?
I'm gonna tell Umak to pick up Vincent.
Okay.
And we run.
Which direction do you run in?
We run to the south.
Okay. So you have your movement this round, I believe.
What was that?
You have your movement this round and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then he can move forward, you know?
Yeah. Is that where you want him?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there's someone here, huh?
Yeah. When you round the corner, you don't see it until you get past the carts. Shambling, rotting men and women stand before you.
Good.
I think Darvin and I will use our action to dash, so we can move at a total of 50 feet.
Okay, where do you go to?
I guess as far as 50 feet will go, like towards the middle.
Okay, so on opposite sides, you can see that you have been indeed surrounded. Where the fuck did the goddamn guys go? That's so frustrating. I love that I went to all the trouble of setting them up, and then it just was like, haha. LOL. Okay, and let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Is that initiative?
Yeah, I'll roll your initiative for you. Just remember that I actually do that. And initiative, roll PC initiatives. Okay, so we already have initiative done for us. I have the combat tracker open.
So we don't go together?
No, it's going to treat you guys individually from now on.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm fine with, because they are a bit more powerful than they used to be. All right. On one side, on the north side, you see one individual in a black cloak, and you can tell that they have armor underneath it. The other is just wearing armor with like a side cape and a brooch with like a red teardrop clasping it. On the opposite side is another person wearing a cloak and some armor, and then 6 rotting men and women standing and swaying from side to side. Before any of you guys go,
They disappeared again.
Did they? Did they?
I don't see them on my map.
You don't see them on your map? Why not? I can. It says that. What the frick? Is that better? Can you see him now?
I see one of them.
Okay. Oh, I have to do this individually. That's just fucking fantastic.
Well, they're red now.
There should be. Because they're enemies.
What the hell? There's one on the roof?
Yeah. Alright, he is going to throw a bolus at Umak. So that is going to be a hunting bolus made at Umak. That is an 18, which hits. That is some damage to Umak. And then Umak has to make a dexterity saving throw. So Umak takes the damage, but is not knocked prone. He succeeds on the save. Or, yeah, he's not restrained and knocked prone. The bolus just wraps around one of his big meaty legs, and then like it snaps, and that kind of hurts him. But it doesn't take him out. Now the other one is going to do the same thing. This time targeting Zarn. A 19 at Zarn does not hit, so it goes, and then the little ends of the boluses disintegrate on the edges of your plate mail, dealing no damage to you. Darvin, it is Darvin's turn.
Darvin goes, or he's getting attacked.
It's his turn. He goes.
I just realized I don't have his stats because I can't get onto Fantasy Grounds.
Ah, that would be a problem then. That would be a problem
I don't know what
then.
he has off the top of my head. can't see. This one's too small. I don't think I can make my screen any bigger. Just whatever long range attack he has, he'll make it the person.
Which person?
To the one up. There's 2 red guys up at the top. We're gonna go target those guys.
So Sacred Flame has a range of 60 feet. Okay. Which one? This one or this one?
The one to the right.
Okay. So it's going to be a saving throw for the white captain. So I need to pull up Sacred Flame, and then I go to Oh, it's not going to let me do that, is it? Okay. So then we have this guy make a save, and he passes, so he takes no damage. The Sacred Flame seems to rebound off of him harmlessly. And it is Kanan's turn. Unless you have Homeboy do any movement or anything.
Yeah, we're gonna move 25 feet towards those guys.
So which guys?
The ones we're attacking.
Okay. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oop, wrong one. Oop, wrong one. Okay, and any bonus actions?
No. Well, actually, I think his... No, he can't do 2 spells, so no.
He didn't do a spell, he did a cantrip.
In that case, Mage Armor.
You mean Shield of Faith?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Darvin, Shield of Faith, and we're gonna go ahead and apply that to Darvin. He's got Shield of Faith active. Sweet. Okay, Kanan. I'm assuming you already had Mage Armor active. What's up, buddy?
Do I know if they can see through darkness?
You would not necessarily know that, no. But you would know that most things cannot see through magical darkness. Most things. Something has to be pretty strong to have something that lets them see through magical darkness.
Can I use it as a bonus action?
What does it say?
Let me see.
Eyes of the Dark. No, it is a class. It is an action.
It's an action.
Yeah, it does take an action to cast it, even if you only use the 2 sorcery points.
Alright. Well, let me use Fireball first, since they're all bunched up down here.
Okay, so we need... I don't know what tool we would need for that. Target enemy units. Oops. So I guess it would be 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. They're all within range, so that's going to be dexterity saving throws. So Kanan, we go to Fireball.
Should I cast it?
I'll
First roll damage for them.
You can roll the damage. I'm just going to do the saves for them all real quick. Oops. Nope, not what I wanted. Okay, boop. 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 Okay, so I believe all of them failed that, so go ahead and roll damage.
Did I just roll it?
Yep.
Oh.
So 34 damage. So that is going to be a bunch of death saves for the zombies. I'm just going to roll them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is... Where's the bottom? Hey, where's my rolls? I just rolled. Oh, I didn't roll it for the first time. That's weird. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 die. The rest are reduced to 1 hit point instead. So this one is dead. This one is dead. And this one is dead. The white takes 34 damage. And then this one is at 21. This one is at 21. This one's at 22. This one's at 21. This one's at 22. Okay. Great. Good job, Kanan.
Bonus action.
Can you do what?
Bonus action.
Do you have a bonus action to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a sorcery point.
What's that do?
Chill touch.
Nice.
The dead ones.
Which one?
Well, one of the dead ones. I guess the one on the left.
Okay. He is no more. Your bolt of necrotic energy explodes his head.
And I'm gonna end my turn.
Alright, Zarn.
I'd like to move up 25 feet and then hopefully cast Witch Bolt. It has a 30-foot range.
Okay. Which one do you want to cast it on?
The one directly in front of me.
Okie dokie. So we're going to go to your character sheet. And then we're going to click... fuck, that's right. It doesn't work properly. So we're just going to roll an attack roll. And then what do you add to it?
+6.
So... Oh, it didn't... Why is it not rolling for me? God damn it, that's so annoying. It's still not fucking doing it.
I'll roll.
Okay. That's a hit.
Okay, let me roll the damage. 8 damage.
Oh, I got that backwards. So this white is actually at... You said 12 damage?
8.
8 damage. Okay, so 8 damage to that one. This other one is the one that took the 34. Okay, good deal. 8 damage. Your bolt of lightning hits it square in the chest, and you sustain the charge.
I don't have any bonus actions, so that ends my turn.
Okay, so zombie 1 and 2 and 3 are dead, leaving only zombies 4 and 5. So they are going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. They are going to move upwards and try to gang up on Umak.
Get up. Or do they didn't fall down, huh?
What's up?
They didn't fall down?
No.
Oh, wow.
They're still alive. They have something that lets them, if they save, they go to 1 hit point instead of 2.
Oh, okay.
So that's 1 targeting Umak, that's 2 targeting Umak. So a 12 and a 14 miss.
Yeah.
And Dean, this guy up here, is going to move forward 10, 15, unsheath his long sword, and move to attack Zarn. So he's got 1 attack with his long sword that he's going to make on Zarn. It's a miss, and then his life drain on Zarn is another miss. So you are just too quick, still able to hold on to the charge. Okay, and where are we looking at now? This other white is going to move over here, and he is going to try to shoot Kanan with his longbow.
He's got vision on me.
Yeah, he moved.
Damn it.
That's one hit. That's two hits.
That really hurt.
So that's 7 damage to Kanan. So 2 arrows come whizzing past you at the same time. You use your magic to try to block them off, and they bounce off of your wards, dealing minimal damage. All right, it is Umak's turn.
And he's gonna start raging,
Rage.
and he's gonna attack.
Definite hit. So dead. They have one
And
hit
he's gonna
point.
attack that other one.
Okay.
He's gonna bite the other one. It's the bite. The bite goes through.
So if I'm not mistaken, the way that his thing works is it's a bonus action to rage, and then he can make a bite as a bonus attack.
Oh, okay.
So he's got 2 regular attacks to make.
Oh, okay. So I'll just use that as
The second
other
attack?
attack.
Okay. Dead.
And then he's gonna move here.
Okay. Does he take the body with him, or did he drop it?
He'll drop it.
Okay.
Wait,
And
and that'll end his turn.
okay. The white captain, 5, 10, 15, 20, steps up to Darvin, takes out his longsword. And he is going to make an attack on Darvin. That is a hit. And energy drain on Darvin as well.
Not my sweet Darvin.
The energy drain does not hit, but the longsword does. Nice, it automatically rolls concentration. And he passed, so he keeps the spell up. That's fucking cool as hell. It automatically rolled concentration. Hell yeah. He is then going to use his distracting strike to give this guy advantage. White one advantage. Yeah. And I just realized earlier that he could have given advantage to the other guy, but that's okay. We go back to the top of the turn order. The bounty hunters on the roof. Drop down. Dex save. Okay. He moves forward and picks up the body. And then begins moving to scale back up the building. This other bounty hunter is going to throw a bolus at the sorcerer.
Shield.
You can cast shield? Alright. Go ahead and
How do I?
I'll do it for you. So we go to shield, and then we go to Kanan, and then I target you with bolus. And then that misses. Okay. The shield blocks it. We go to Darvin.
Darvin is going to attack the guy who tried to life drain him with his axe.
Okay. What's he roll?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were doing it. What do I add? I don't remember.
I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Plus 5.
21.
That's a hit.
And the damage is a D8
That's it.
plus 5.
No, I believe it's plus 3. Plus 2.
Oh no. 3 damage.
3 damage. A glancing blow to the white captain.
Is his coat of arms still activated?
His what? Yes.
Shield of... Okay. Then that is his turn.
Okay. Kanan.
You don't. And then I'm gonna use the scorching ray on him.
On this bounty hunter that's trying to take the guy away?
Oh yeah, he's
All right.
taking it.
All 3 of them?
Alright.
1 hit. 2 hits. And 3 hits. All 3 hit. So it's at 26. 26. No. Your blasts like blister and scorch his back to the degree where you can smell his backside cooking. He cries out in pain and almost drops the body. So he like slings it over his shoulder to where the pressure isn't on the now scarred and horribly disfigured burn marks on his back. And yeah, he's still alive.
Use a cantrip.
Okay.
Come back here. Wait.
You have to roll to hit first.
Rolling. Oh no.
10 does not hit. Your freeze, you hit him with the freeze, but he's just so like on fire at the moment that it only serves to put out the fire. Unfortunately, it does not deal any damage to him. Is there anything else, or is it Zarn's turn?
How far up is he?
He is not up yet.
I'm gonna move next to him. Maybe I can get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. All right.
Miss it.
That's it. Okay, Zarn.
I'm going to hit the one in front of me with my rod.
Okay. Hit.
He's going to take... 7 damage plus the fire damage. Wait, is it 2d6 or 1d6?
2d6. 2d6 slashing, 2d6 fire.
That's what I thought. Additional 6 fire damage.
Alright, oops. Put that, oops. Okay. Alright, yeah, you get a good slash on him.
I'm gonna use my extra attack. Use it again, hopefully. 23.
Definite.
At the same time. Additional 12 damage.
Additional 12 damage. Alright, he is looking pretty hurt now. You managed to deal quite a steady blow to him, and he seems a bit unsteady on his feet now. Okay, and it is now that white's turn. It is going to... Oops. How do I guess maybe there's not a way. I thought there was a way that I can, like, just have him attack you by clicking, but I guess not. Okay, so this white is going to make a weapon attack at you. Miss, and then that was his life drain, so now his long sword. Another miss at Kanan. Okay, the other white is going to attack Umak with his life drain first. Natural 1. And the long sword. Oops, that wasn't right. I'm sorry. I'll give him those hit points back in a second. Yeah. So, he just took 12 damage, but that's not correct. He's actually taken no damage. Okay, I fixed it. Alright, the two whites move in and attack. And that is their turn. It is Umak's turn.
Umak's gonna attack this guy, the white.
Okay.
Dude.
Alright.
He's gonna reckless attack him this time.
Gotcha.
Does that hit?
Let's see. A total of 16. Yes.
Oh. I don't see the damage. Where is it?
Oh, it might not be on there. I might not have put it on there. I'm sorry. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, so the Hunter's Axe deals D12, and it's plus 5, right?
He gets 4 from his strength and 2 from rage.
We're just gonna have to remember to do the rage separately.
Oh, okay.
And cool. Okay, now it should work. Oh, what the fuck? It says 1d12 plus 9. That's not right. It automatically takes it into account. LMAO. Okay, so... Sorry, if you wouldn't mind doing that again.
No.
Oh, sorry, dude.
So 7 damage.
Alright.
And I attack again.
Alright.
I'm gonna bite him this time.
A hit.
Okay, that's gonna be 1d6 plus 4
Mm-hmm.
plus 2. That's gonna be 10 damage.
The blow should have killed the beast. Well, it's not a beast. The person that was once a person. But he stays strong at 1 hit point instead.
Alright, I'm gonna bite him again. I mean, attack him again then.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
he
then
did.
Umak is gonna move towards the bounty hunter so he can get an attack of opportunity if he climbs up.
All right. So Umak moves into position, and the white captain is going to try to hit Darvin again. Life drain on Darvin. Another miss. And then longsword on Darvin. Another miss. Darvin's shield of faith is proving too strong. We go back up to the last bounty hunter, who is, he's on the struggle bus right now, and he is going to try and get away. That's all he really can do in this situation. He's already committed. So both you and Umak get attacks of opportunity.
Kanan is gonna whack him.
That's a hit.
Was it?
Roll damage. Ooh, max damage.
Oh, is it -1 or plus?
It's a +1 weapon. And you have the dexterity modifier, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's using your strength instead of your dex for some reason. Oh, maybe not. Fuck. This doesn't have the finesse property. Maybe not. Maybe it does use strength.
So it should be 8 damage then, right? Since it's +1.
You kill the dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. He's trying to run up, and you just, like, crack him over the head, and you can hear his skull shatter and feel his brain matter coat the end of your staff.
Tell Umak that's how it's done.
He grunts with approval just in time for another bolus to be thrown at him. A hit! So he is going to take some of this, some of this.
But he takes less damage, right?
That is true.
Half.
He does, however, fail his saving throw, and he is now restrained and knocked prone from the bolus. He is going to have to take a strength check on his turn.
Alright.
Yeah, so the other bounty hunter hits him with the bolus, and when he's not looking, it pop, knocks him on the ground, and he takes some bludgeoning damage from that. Darvin.
3 damage.
Gonna whack with the axe again. We're still in melee range, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's +5?
Yes.
Oh man. Rolled an 8.
Oof. No dice. Kanan.
That's my turn.
Yep. Unless Darvin has something else to do. I didn't expect he was gonna move, because that would probably provoke an attack of opportunity.
No, he's good.
Okay. So Kanan.
Scorching ray of that guy on the roof.
Alright, you have disadvantage from the angle. He's got the high ground.
Do I?
Yes. Because I set up
Can
the
I climb
encounter
on
to have
top
that.
Can
What's
I
up?
climb up there?
You would have to pass a strength athletics check.
You know what? I'll let Umak take care of that guy, and I'm gonna go help these dudes,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna fireball
Okay.
Fireball.
Counterspell. The white
Oh, they
captain.
have counterspell?
Yes, the white captain counterspells your fireball. You send it hurtling behind them to where it would leave your friends out of range of the damage. But just as it leaves your hand, a ring on the captain's hand lights up. This greenish blue energy, and then it flashes red, and your fireball just fizzles out like fireworks. Anything else?
That's it.
Sorry, Kanan, I had to do it to you, dude.
Bah.
I had to do it to you, dude. I'm sorry.
You know what? Since you had to do it, I'm gonna use a cantrip. I'm a white captain.
Okay.
Oh no.
It
Damn it.
blasts off of him, and actually no, your chill touch hits him square in the chest, and it doesn't do anything to him. It's a solid hit. It should hit him. It doesn't do anything to him,
Damn it.
indicating that he is immune to necrotic damage. Zarn.
Let's finish this guy.
That really hurt.
Sorry, dude.
That's +1. Oh. Deletes with the first attack. Are you kidding? I rolled an 11 with the second attack.
Oof.
So we're gonna use actions.
Give it to him.
Hope that we hit with this last one.
You have 2 attacks again.
Oh. Oh yeah, 21.
Okay.
He's gonna take 12 damage.
12 damage. Ooh, that is... He's gonna... what... He is at 1 hit point. You should have just felled him, but he resists the death, and he is at 1 hit point instead.
Not for long.
And he is dead.
That's what I thought.
You cut him in half. Alright. Movement or anything?
Scream. I'm gonna move up to the remaining guy.
Okay. You close the distance. Umak. It's Umak's turn. Sorry. Maybe you didn't hear me. My mic might have cut off. So he needs to make a strength check.
Oh, crap. I'm gonna strength check.
Okay, so we go and we grab this number and we roll. He succeeds. He is no longer... let's see, I know there's a place to do it. Remove these. Okay, cool. That's how you do that. Neat. So he uses his action to rip off the bolus. Yeah, he takes half of his movement to stand back up. And so he just moved 5 feet, so that puts... try to make sure that you're putting him, like, in the actual squares itself, if you don't mind. Just because it's easier for me to keep track of where everything is exactly. And then he moves 5 feet, so he's still got 15 feet of movement left.
Gonna stay.
You're going to stay there? Okay. The white Capitan... Oh, he misses Zarn with the life drain, and he hits Darvin with the long sword. Darvin takes maximum damage, and thanks to Warcaster, he is able to keep his Shield of Faith going. The Bounty Hunter... gonna shoot his light crossbow at Zarn. A 19 misses.
Yep, it sure does.
Okay, it is Darvin's turn.
Let's try and finish this guy, Darvin. Oh, he crits.
Nice.
Awesome. Good job, Darvin. So that'd be 2d8
Mm-hmm.
plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
15 damage.
Alright. 15 damage is dealt to the White Captain. Good job, Darvin. Kanan?
Alright. Let's see how many slots I have left.
There should be a place to keep track of it on... shit. I believe if I do... I think I can do it for you real quick. Where do I do it? Classes, right? No. Is it in abilities? Spellcasting? Shit. I know it's somewhere that you can keep track of your spell slots, because I gave it to Zarn. Where did I find it? Was it in the classes? Maybe it was. And then we go to Sorcerer, and we drag Spellcasting, maybe? Do we drag Spellcasting here? No, that's not where we do it. God damn it, I don't remember. We're gonna have to get stuff sorted. I don't remember. I don't remember where it is. So you've cast 2 Scorching Rays, you cast Mage Armor before you came into the fight, and you cast Shield. And you've also cast 2 Fireballs.
So I have 2 more level 2s, or 1 more?
I think you should have 1 more level 2, and then 2 more level 1s.
Alright, I'm gonna use a Scorching Ray on the White Captain.
Okay.
He's gonna take a lot of damage.
Give it to him, dude.
Okay.
Oh no.
He's... Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that sucks, dude! Your Scorching Rays blast towards him, and when he puts his hand up, this ward just harmlessly diffuses the fiery blasts. Shit, I'm sorry, dude. It sucks using a spell slot for nothing to happen. I think you still have sorcery points, though. You can maybe make more spell slots.
3 spell slots left. Or 3 spell points left, I mean.
Okay, so you can create Sorcerer. So the table is Font of Magic. You can create another second level spell slot with that, or you can create a first level spell slot and still have 1 point left. It takes a bonus action to do so, to create the spell slot.
Alright, I'll create another second spell slot.
Okay, you reach deep within you and pull out the threads of shadow magic in a way that only a sorcerer can. And you can feel that well grow a bit dimmer as you create another spell slot. And I believe that unless you do movement, that is your turn.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Zarn.
Great. I'm gonna go whack again. Well, for the first hit.
No hit.
Oh, I crit with the second one.
Let's
Look
go.
at it, Marvin.
He cheers. So it's going to be, he takes the regular damage from everything, so just do, exclamation point, roll, 8d6 plus, what is it, 3? Or 4?
4.
4.
Which I forgot to add to the last rolls, I guess it was. Oh, yeah. 33 damage.
Holy
wrecked.
shit. So yeah, that's a lot of damage. Oops. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, you deal a staggering blow to the White Captain, chopping off the arm that he has outstretched to block the magic that Kanan just cast on him. It burns to ash very quickly once it's separated from his body, and he cries out, not in pain, because you don't think he can feel pain, but more in anger. This loud, whispery, "Rawr!"
I would like him to also, I don't remember if it's Constitution or Wisdom, but I want to use my rod to try and paralyze him.
That one, I believe, is Strength.
Or wait, no, isn't there necrotic damage I can add?
I'm going to be a nice DM and tell you that I've said earlier that necrotic damage deals nothing to him. He's immune.
Okay, let's paralyze if we can.
Okay, let's make sure we know which one that is. So, Paralyze is a strength check, so he needs to make a strength check. The strength saving throw. Oops.
I think it says what the DC is, or does it go off mine?
I know what the DC is. I don't know why it's not letting me roll a strength saving throw. Let me roll a strength saving throw, goddammit. Alright. It's just +3. He unfortunately does succeed. He rolls a natural 14. +3 is a 17 on the strength save. He is not paralyzed, but he is gravely wounded.
Alright, well that's my turn.
Alright, Umak.
He's gonna throw. How high up is this guy?
He's about 20 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a javelin at him.
Okay, so that's going to be disadvantage. Good thing there's no double disadvantage.
Can I do double reckless attack?
Reckless attack is only on melee, unfortunately.
Oh. Can I get like a really long axe? It's 20 foot long.
That would be a magic item, I'm sure. That wouldn't be just lying around. Axe of the Monkey King.
Alright, I'm gonna. I don't think I have javelin put down on his sheet, do I?
I'm sorry, it should be. It'll just be, strength.
Strength.
Mm-hmm.
I just bloody 20. And then add.
I added javelin.
Add strength.
I added javelin. Hit. Oh wait, he has to roll with disadvantage. Make sure you do that. Still a hit.
Take 2 javelins for that.
It took 2 javelins for that? Okay, make sure that you're doing the advantage thing before you roll. You see the little things on the bottom left? You can just click advantage or disadvantage. I'll give you one of those back.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
5
Takes
damage.
5.
The javelin slides past his cheek, cutting a slight tear. And then is he going to throw another one?
Oh, he gets 2 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean,
He's got 2 attacks.
Disadvantage, you said?
Yes.
You said 2 it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I missed.
Oof. Sorry, the second one goes wide. Alright.
That really hurt.
I believe he now falls out of rage as well, being that he went a round without making a melee attack. I could be mistaken. Let's double check on that.
Yeah, I think so.
Rage. For 1 minute, it ends early if you are knocked unconscious. Oh no, he has. It's not just a melee. It's if he has to attack a hostile creature or have taken damage to keep it going. So he has attacked a hostile creature, so his rage is still up. Okay.
Let's go.
The white captain, staggered and quite angry, is going to make a life drain at Zarn. Oof. Big ol' miss. And another big ol' miss. He's unable to get past Zarn's quick defense with his longsword and then just magical plate mail. Yeah, okay, so that is going to take us to the second bounty hunter, who is seeing that the tide has turned against him. I think he's going to flee. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action, cunning action. 5, 10, and he runs away and off into the night. Okay. Darvin. What's up, buddy?
I said I wanted to loot him.
He didn't want to die.
Can we say he tripped and fell off the roof?
No. No. Darvin.
Darvin rolled a 12, so I don't think he hit.
Okay. Kanan.
Uh,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, never mind. He already used his action.
Kanan.
And he used Scorching Ray.
Alright.
I tell him never should have came here. Oh, no. Nice.
Your dice aren't rolling everything. It's not taking everything into account.
Oh, the spell attack modifier thing.
Yeah, it's
Should be like +7 or +8 or something, right?
yeah. Try the 2 that you missed again. Or the 1 that you missed, sorry. Okay. Well, it wouldn't have made a difference, but at least it's rolling the right numbers now. Okay, so you get 2 hits. Ooh-wee. He's hurting. He's really fucking hurting.
That's my turn.
Yeah, he is at 1 hit point, Zarn, coming to you. He is almost dead.
It's my turn?
Yes.
Sorry, I was looking at something. We're just gonna whack again. See if I get strategy with that. $18.
How do you kill him?
I say, "You are alone, sir. There is no more backup." And I ram my sword straight through his chest.
All right, yeah. So the fire from your sword washes down his chest cavity, and we can say that inside he was like completely like open, just bones and skin and like old rotted organs. And the fire bursts out of every orifice, immediately melting the creature into a pile of charred bone and slag. And the white captain is no more.
Ooh-yah.
Your quarry has fallen. You are left in the empty alleyway. What do you guys do?
And I'll loot the people.
You read my mind.
There you go. So, these are the things that you find. The potion of healing and the potion of invisibility were both on the human, the bounty hunter that you guys killed. And then 50 gold on him as well. And also this note. It says, "This note is scrawled in a particularly beautiful hand, complete with looping letters and elegant punctuation. It reads as follows: My children, our enemy seeks to find weakness in our armor. This cannot be allowed. Retrieve the worm and return him to me. When my soldiers are in position, you will strike. The worm must be alive, for I will pry whatever knowledge he may still have within his mind. Do this, and you will be handsomely rewarded. Your welcoming into our dark brotherhood that you have so patiently awaited. Eternally your master, V."
Oh, that's somewhat cryptic.
Vincent.
Unconscious but alive.
I'm gonna take him back to the lair.
To the what?
To our lair.
To the, gotcha. To the Court of Exiles?
Yeah.
Alright. I think that's where we're going to end the session, guys. That was about 4 hours or so. Yeah, I think that's probably the best place for us to wrap it up for now, because if we get into anything else, it's just going to take a little bit longer, and we've already been going for about 4 hours, so yeah. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming out to the stream today. Thank you, Deathmaster, for the follow. Joy Brother, thank you for joining us. Drabs, welcome back.
When you were thanking those people.
I think that you guys are the only ones that have problem with me cutting out. I don't think the stream has any problem with me cutting out. It's just Discord. So, yeah, thanks so much to everybody for coming. I sure do appreciate it. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties that we had. We're going to try to get it fixed. I am loving Fantasy Grounds. so much better than Roll20. If we're going to have the same problems that we had this time with my wife's computer, then, we'll look into doing what we can fix to make it better in the future. But thank you again to everybody. We're going to be live streaming episode 3 next Saturday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, same time. We're going to make sure that we do everything to not have the technical difficulties that we had this time and remedy whatever we need to. But thank you again. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. And I will probably be on tomorrow doing some session prep. So thanks, guys.